This is our first Q&A video and here we go. So the first question is from SMS Tips and he says, I am planning job switch to Django ReactJS on 33 years old. Could you please suggest any stack? First of all, Django and ReactJS is a good combination. However, let me tell you this. Django is a high-level Python web framework that is used for creating web applications. Like you can use it for backend. Now, ReactJS will be used for your frontend. However, you can learn DRF, that is Django REST framework, so that you can create APIs by using Django. And for the front end, what you can do is learn or explore NextJS, that is like built on top of ReactJS, and it is used for creating web applications faster. Let's say that you want to make a job switch quickly. So for that, you can learn NodeJS or Express.js instead of Django, so that you can easily make a job switch, since in the market there are lots of opening for NodeJS, Express.js and like combination with React, Next. So yes, and for me, Django is go-to framework since I have been using it for so long and I can create web applications very quickly. Second question is from Gopal7287. I need a small project on how to build a microservice using Django REST API, that is DRF, and NextJS. Is it possible? Yes, it is totally possible to create microservices using Django REST framework and NextJS. So subscribe to this channel because I'll be bringing these videos in this year. Now the final question is from Code Django. I know this one is supporting the channel since very beginning. He has been commenting since the start. So shout out to Code Django. Thank you for being the subscriber and supporting us a lot. So the question is, the job opportunities that you posted few weeks back are for experienced developers. Yes, they are majorly for experienced developers. What about for 47 years old like me who has learned Django plus Vue 3 from your channel and others too, and want to switch career into Django web development? Need your guidance, bro, and thanks a lot for your efforts. Let me tell you, I'll actually give you the path of how to becoming a software developer so that you have an idea how you can get started. And then like in this year, since I am concentrating a little bit more on non-coding side as well, so I will be showing you path by path how we can go ahead and apply for jobs, how to network with other developers. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me tell you how. So first of all, for a new person who is trying to enter into coding world, they should learn the concepts of computer engineering like database indexing, database normalizations, authorization, authentication, encryption, testing, debugging, etc. These concepts you should have clear so that when you're coding and when you're like further doing things in coding, you won't have hard time understanding what other people are talking about, or like what the person like me is teaching you on the video. So these are the basics that you should have covered. Then the pathway could be, since it is Django that you want to learn or someone wants to learn, or even actually any other coding language or framework that anyone wants to learn. First of all, see which language it falls under. For us, the Django falls under Python. So we are going to learn the basics of Python that I'm teaching currently on this channel. So you can check that out. Then after learning basics of that particular program or language, you can learn how to connect with database so that you can do CRUD operations. Once you have these concepts clear, I would suggest you to learn any ORM, that is Object Relationship Manager or Mapper. So that will help you understand how we can write queries in non-SQL way. Means like instead of writing from the raw query, write the query by using ORM. So for Python, there is something called as SQL Alchemy. That is what you can use, or any other ORM that you can find. Once you have these things clear, these are like the basics. Like you can try to get freelancing jobs also and you will be able to get it. Okay. Now that you have basics of that particular language clear, let's say you want to learn more and become a web developer. It can be whether it can be front-end developer, back-end developer, or full stack developer. Okay. So since you have learned Python, so majorly you can become a back-end developer or full stack developer. So for that, what you can do is learn any of the framework of Python language. So in Python, we have multiple frameworks like Django is there, Flask is there, Fast API is there, and many more are there. Let's say that you decide to learn Django. I know it has a little medium curve to learn Django as compared to Fast API or Flask. But believe me, once you learn Django, you will say it is much more easier to create any web application by using Django rather than Fast API or Flask. I have a friend who is like literally industry expert into Python web frameworks, and he has suggested that use Django instead of Flask. Now in Django, first of all, learn the basics of that framework, or in any other framework, learn the basics of framework. Once you have understood the basics of framework, like start by creating a hello world. After that, what you can do is you can learn the CRUD operations. Okay. Once you have CRUD operations in Django, you will obviously use ORM to do that. In Flask and Fast API, you can use the SQL alchemy as the ORM to do that. But configurations are little here and there, little complex of that. Once you are done with that, I will suggest you to learn forms. Okay, forms in Django. And once you have forms cleared, like how to do CRUD operations using forms, make sure you learn a little bit about crispy forms, because they will help you a lot. And once these things are done, right, these things will help you become a backend developer. After that, you can go ahead and learn Django REST framework that will help you create APIs. Once you have these things cleared, I will suggest you to learn DRF, as they will help in creating APIs. And I'm going to bring the DRF series in this year. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out how to go about DRF. Now you are a pro backend developer. Like you already know Django, you already know DRF. You can create one entire application, that is by using Django, the full application, or you can create APIs using DRF. Now only the final thing that you're missing is learning any of the front-end frameworks. You can learn front-end frameworks like Vue.js is there, ReactJS is there, Angular is there. So once you start learning any of this, in this I know for a fact that Vue.js is very easy to learn. I haven't explored NextJS yet, but I will be exploring it this year and will be bringing videos around that also in combination with Django. This will help you become a full stack developer, as you know front-end, as you know backend, and also along with the backend you are able to create APIs. So this is the entire roadmap of becoming a full stack developer by using Django, maybe React or any of the front-end technologies, and DRF. I hope I was able to clear all your doubts. If you have any more doubts, make sure you comment them down. I will answer them.